Wait,
no. Let's bring in Ed Stafford.
Hold on.
Now, Ed did a poem for La Junta. Now, we have his first poem back up on the wall. And he did this for when we had Colorado Preservation Inc. come down. There was all the state historians. And when I heard this, I knew the rest of us got to hear it again because there was air conditioning going and I didn't get it recorded right. And I was like, Ed, come on, man, let's do it for the public. So, Ed, I know you're going to do a great job for us.
After that, I had better, hadn't I? Thank you for inviting me. This is a poem called Where Are They Now? What's there to like about this town? Well, say, friend, you must be new. That's right. I am homeward bound, just passing through. I parked my car just down the street, walked a bit, had a bite to eat. I've never been this way, you know. I like to visit with people I meet. You take that business over there, or the other around the square. I've seen hundreds as I drive. Some places die, some places thrive. Tell me, if you don't mind, what's special here? What sets your town apart? Two men on a summer day talk and pass the time away. You take this courthouse, so says the sign. It's just a box, modern design. Like so many, plain and fine. Another citizen standing by in wide-brimmed hat and coat and tie allowed that he remembered when the courthouse was a splendid sight that filled the square, where folks made laws, were sworn to office, folks speechified. You should have seen it then, he said, a Victorian masterpiece, brick and red. Yes, but, said the visitor, where is it now? A silence fell upon the three. Their gaze turned down the street and fell where once had stood the fine hotel where railroaders were wont to eat and rest between the clean white sheets. Now it was not. Now just a graveled lot. And turning farther, they remembered where the Harvey House had stood and where the Santa Fe bellowed smoke and wonder, now replaced by memories plundered. And there was a library of the Carnegie kind, classically handsome, but in the sign of the time, erased by election, replaced by improvements. Out with the old, in the modernist movement. All wheres they looked, it seemed there was lost artists' grand structures, and at what a cost. And as they talked, they walked the town, looked at the buildings, upstairs and down, looked in the windows, opened some doors, read the for sale signs, checked out the stores, talked to their friends, gathered a crowd, and passed the stranger's question around. What's there to like about our town? They seemed to be looking anew all around and seeing anew so much of their town. The best was the time of their town's coming of age, eclectic revival of the Victorian age, the time of Queen Anne that was then all the rage. Massive were features that faced to the streets, steeply pitched roof shapes that made them complete, wide, spacious porches wrapped around, oh so neat, ornamentation made each front replete with bay windows and turrets and gables galore, patterned wood shingles and dormers and more, occasional towers, both rounded and square, said, these are enlightened about folks who lived there. There was pride in the building, pride in each home, pride in the workers of brick, wood, and stone, pride in the steeples and cupolas and columns, pride in the streets and bridges and fields, pride in hospitals where folks are healed, schoolhouse and playhouse and many beside. Once upon a time, they all worked with pride. Looking at our town, they said, "Is it still so?" What else is there, friend? I'm ready to hear. You mentioned the railroad. Were those the good years? The best, said the others. That's certainly so. The years of the railroads made our town grow. Then in the war years, troop trains overflowed. My ma took food to young soldiers who rode homesick and passing through load after load. Now, there's a train through here twice a day, still making the run between Chicago and LA. Mostly it's freight now, windmills and coal, whatever, wherever, big lots bought and sold. Joined by others on that bright summer day, the group reminisced about times passed away, when the stentorian voice of that steam engineer called across the prairie, exciting to hear, spoke of parting and longing, adventure, romance, places exotic, and just the least chance of a dream realized, a fortune in trade. It's not done and gone, a bright lady announced. For a ticket boat here, you can ride all the way one way to the other, the whole USA. Let's visit the park. The suggestion was made. We can talk about our town in the comfort of shade. They collected a crowd, 24 or more, who were eager to listen and learn about more under the trees. A rare treat indeed. There are ducks here, a fountain, and the WPA built a stone wall around this green place where folks play. And banded together, they knew that they could accomplish much that they wanted and should, creating, conserving, preserving the old, but building a new, not just the same. In short, preservation is the name of the game. It's true we've lost buildings, got vacant lots, too many eyesores, too many ugly spots, but have you noticed, as we walked around, how pretty the flowers, how friendly the town? Stores on Main Street all need customers, true, but they keep on trying ideas that are new. That big old box store on the west end of town may be grabbing our money, but we ain't going down. So said the townsfolk. Wait, cried the stranger. I think I see clear. I'm new to your town, yet I think I see here. It's true there is much that is lost that once stood, but at the same time, you showed me the good. May I suggest, a suggestion, no more. Refuse to surrender what's left of before. I too am sorry for what you had that is gone down, but what you have shown me is that you are your town. You have saved many buildings. I won't list them here, but just drive around town and you will see clear. You know the worth of the fine and the old. I think you won't let your heritage be sold again, so cheaply again. Now you've got the idea. Preservation takes time. Dedication, you know. A community together, making it so.
Thank you, Mr. Stafford.
That was wonderful.
Thank you, Ed. That was wonderful.
Try and top that, Dean.